Let's call our regular session August 4th. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Sorry. All right, thank you. Can we do a roll call, please?
Councilor Shriver.
Here.
Councilor Reynolds.
Here.
Mayor Burris.
I'm here.
Councilor Sandusky.
Here.
Councilor Torres.
Present.
Councilor Hopson.
He's excused. So next we have the minutes from Monday, July 21st, work session and regular session. We have a little thing to go over.
I move we approve the minutes for Monday, July 21st. Both the work session and the regular session.
Second.
Moving second, the other discussion. Well, the questions called, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
I abstain.
Okay, one abstain, opposed, none. We have 3 ayes, so it passes. Thank you. Do we have any announcements? None. Right. Now we have our public comment section. Any person may address the council after being recognized by myself. However, topics which are under appeal or legal in nature cannot be addressed. Please state your name and address. For the record, time is limited to 3 minutes. This is anything on agenda or not on agenda. Do we have anybody online? Business. Good. Over here. You have anything? Okay.
Oh, that's
Okay, I was making sure. Now's your chance. All right. So next we'll move to pending business ordinance 618A. Requesting second hearing or second reading of an ordinance related to ordinance 618 from 1947. Vacating the money alley between 3rd and 4th Streets.
So this is the second reading of the ordinance we talked about 2 weeks ago. Vacating the alley that never existed in real life and making it so that we can have the paper reflect the built environment. And assuming there's no questions from the council or the public, we can just move forward.
For a motion for a second reading by title only.
I move that we have second reading of ordinance 618A by title only.
second.
Second. Any further questions? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passed by the council seat. Can you please read that?
Ordinance number 618A, an ordinance providing for the alley vacation east of Del Monte Avenue between 3rd and 4th Streets, located within the northeast 1/4 section 30, township 1 south, range 9 west, WM, Tillamook County, Oregon.
I move that we approve ordinance 618.
Alright. Second for adoption of the ordinance 618. Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Motion passes for adoption. Thank you. Do we have any correspondence?
Just the comments for me.
Okay.
So for manager items tonight, we've added a lock and a keypad downstairs to the door between planning and engineering that comes into the bowels of City Hall. This is a security update because we've had a couple of instances where random members of the public have found their way back there and into the secure areas upstairs and such. And in those areas, we have our evidence locker and our server room and stuff that we just don't want every member of the public to be into. So that will stay locked as policy. You can still get downstairs to planning and engineering. We just don't want people just in the rest of City Hall. Eventually, I would like to move planning and add them up to a secured area. But we just don't have the resources or the space to do that right now, but, so we have to live with what we got, but, one of those things, you may have noticed we've changed some of the keypads on, we've had an employee leave recently, so as standard practice, we changed the codes on the keypads to keep people from getting in. We want to make sure that the council understands, we welcome you here at City Hall, we want you here at City Hall. But to help our time be effective and your time be effective, please just let us know if you're gonna stop by. And we'll let you in. We have no problem with you coming back behind, but just for that security factor, we're just gonna invite you back, when you come. Rather than having everybody have free access to the codes. Okay? Tomorrow is National Night Out. This is a police event that happens at Goodspeed Park. There's food and ice cream, music and a dunk tank. There's still room in the dunk tank, Mayor, for you to allow folks like me to pay money to dunk you. I'm under doctor's orders not to participate in those types of events, so I can't do it, but
I'm pretty sure I was already spoken to go do it, so I'll be there.
you'll be there. So that runs from 5 to 7. Public's invited, it's a good time. I'll be over there for a little bit, there is all. League of Oregon Cities, we had a visit on Friday from the executive director and the president of the league here in town. They presented us a couple of things. One of those is their new local revenue tools guidebook, 60 some odd or 100 some odd pages of how we can bring money into the city in all the various forms. So I'm going through this as we go. But one of the things they talked about is what the league is doing moving forward. They've had some surveys and really talking about how cities are struggling financially across the state. And what their plan is to have a concerted rollout of education and commentary. So the talking points and the things, while we have different needs here in Tillamook than say Hermiston has, we're speaking the same language and we're hitting the points that need to be hit. And one of the things, they just did a survey, and one of the things they found out is that the average Oregonian does not understand the taxing structure of the state and what taxes go where, and when you get your property tax bill, where that money goes. And a lot of people just assume it goes to cities, and we get like less than 10 cents of it. So we have to really rechange how that education is, and they're gonna give us some tools to help with that. So this was kind of an introduction. Those of you that are going to the conference in the fall, you'll hear a lot more about this, but it was wonderful to have Patty Mulvihill and the mayor, as the president this year, here with us for that. And we had representation from 10 or 15 different cities here. And then it's Fair Week, so we hope everybody gets out and enjoys a little bit of the fair. I've been told by many people that it is tradition that city staff takes a half day on Thursday to help with the fair, and under my authority as city manager, we are declaring that fair holiday for a half day, so city hall will be closed for a half day on Thursday. So, and that's for the benefit of our employees to get out and enjoy the fair. We are also been talking, and we'll be moving forward. There's been a lot of discussion in the community that has come back to us about parking downtown. So we're gonna look to set up a working group to kind of discuss what is going on downtown with parking, and inviting folks like Chamber and some of our business owners to come and be a part of that group to help us look at what options we have for parking downtown, looking at our current ordinance. We have an ordinance that was put in place in 2010 that was suspended during COVID and has never been reapplied, even though I'm sure that the COVID emergency was undeclared, which would technically revert us back. But for some people, that 2010 ordinance may not be working for them in 2025, so we want to make some changes. So we're gonna invite some selected people to come in and chat with us about that, so that we can bring something forward that works for everybody and can be seen as a success for the city. So that's my report. Oh, last thing, I will be out of the office all next week as I'm finally moving my family up from Utah, so we can all be together as one. So I'll be down helping the moving truck next week.
On the national night out, we rode our motorcycles from to like the Bend and all around and back, and there was like 3 different cities that are doing it, that we saw. They have these. The big signs that go like across the road at the entrance of each side of town. And basically all it said, you could reuse them, it just basically said where it was.
Yeah.
Stuff, so it was pretty neat.
So we actually have infrastructure here on 101. There are 2 big poles that if we wanna spend the money, it'd be a couple $100 to get the banners to go across. And we've actually been thinking, and this is something that, after our discussion 2 weeks ago with the folks about the survey. It got me thinking about how do we get information out to the community? So can I ask that question to you guys right now?
Yeah.
What is the best way for us, the city, to get information out? Is it the rumor mill? Is it Facebook?
Right
Is
now,
it-
it's Facebook, I
Okay,
have to say, social media.
okay, Brian,
I would agree,
that's,
social media is probably what's been,
okay,
people don't look at their. They don't look at their bills, so anything we put on there.
We can't forget, there's do the standard headlight herald and radio station,
yeah,
which you're doing.
yeah,
But we noticed those banners, I mean,
Yeah.
it was
So-
right there, one did it for a movie night, one was
Yeah.
having. Didn't have to do the national night out, one had a big banner out that was talking about movie night and at their parties.
so that was part of my thought, is what if we did. Spend some money on banners that we could put across 101, cause what occurred to me is we have this intersection of 6 and 101. Right there at the, and I'm gonna butcher the name, and I'm sorry, but the Hogerton Slope, is that what we call it? I just butchered it. Oak Park.
Plus in the.
You guys know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
we've got the triangle spot where the Veterans Memorial is, right there. Thousands of cars go by there,
Well, it's
residents
right
and
in front
non-residents,
of our business, so
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
pull
right, yeah.
Directly.
But what if we had a permanent set of banners that we could put going both north and south? Maybe not on those infrastructure, but just in the park there, or on that infrastructure that people could see, or. If money were something that we actually had, put a marquee in right there that we could change and have an electric message board. Or something that we could change messages and get people out. Because I think most of us and most of our community at some point during a week passes through that intersection. And I don't think we're using that as a way to get information about the city out to the best of our ability.
Yeah.
So using that more effectively, I think would be something that we could do. And so like with our survey, having a banner or a digital marquee with QR code. That while you're stopped at the stoplight, very easy to. Most people are on their phones at stoplights anyway, right? Let's just be real. Don't do that, we're being safe until lunch, but pull out your phone and scan the QR code and get more information. Or whatever we want to do, recreation signups, movie in the park, national night out, we could use that. I think there's tools that we could use to get word out more effectively if we were to utilize that space better.
I agree.
And when it comes to National Night Out, it's an opportunity that businesses and individuals can actually donate and sponsor the event as well. So if All Star Appliance wants to, sponsor one of those signs, then we can do that. I think it's a great idea. And like you're saying, we can reuse them. And it's the
Yeah,
National Night Out, first Tuesday of the month at Gooseberry Park.
correct,
But yeah, I like that idea. I think it's great.
Yeah. it was neat, so, just so we knows.
We'll look into some costs and stuff like that, see what we can come up with.
Yeah, exactly. Alright. Now. Are you, nothing else?
I'm good.
Okay, just wanna go, council comments, we start with this side.
I'm good.
School's gonna be busy again soon. So we got registration that's starting, I think the week after fair. So if you're out and about, just be aware, families are going in and out of schools, sign their kids up, so. Please watch those crosswalks and those streets. That's it.
And sort of tying into that, our local community college is registering students for the fall term. I know that's still several weeks away. And we should have gotten a schedule. most of us get it in the mail, I think. And so come out and take your class. Thank you.
So, I'd like to commend Sean and the rest of Public Works and Kenny Moreland, Tyler Hotchkiss. Coach White Ready Mix, they did another homeless camp cleanup behind Coach White Ready Mix. Sean took me out there to show me what was going on and so looking a lot better, and I think that's what the fourth homeless camp cleanup we've done, or the city's done since. There's a staffing change here at City Hall, so, I think, I work over at, the courthouse and I've been seeing a lot less, transients and. Crazy addicts running around, so I think that's a plus. That's it.
Alright. Garrett's not here, anybody want a motion to pay the bills?
I move we pay the bills.
Alright, we got a second,
Second.
alright, we have a second, could you please poll the council?
Counselor Trevor,
Aye.
Counselor Reynolds,
Aye.
Counselor Tim.
Aye.
Counselor Torrance.
Aye.
Alright, that passes and we will adjourn.